Hi everybody, it's Lisa Campion here. Today I'm not sitting in my garden, I'm in my office. And I wanted to talk to you about soul work. Like, what is soul work? What is this soul reading? And I thought of this topic because a lot of people ask me what it's like to get a reading with me or what it's like to be a psychic. And really every psychic works in a really different way, so I can't speak for other psychics. We're all unique and we all do things in a different way, but my work is really like looking at the level of the soul. So what is the soul? What is that part of us? It's the part of us that always exists. It's the part of us that doesn't change between our lifetimes, if you believe in past lives. It's like our essential or core self, that core nature. It's like, this is sort of the analogy that my good buddy Rhys Thomas uses. He talks about how your soul is like that part of you that if your grandmother walked into the room, she would say, oh my God, that part of you hasn't changed since you were 2 years old. You're the same person you were when you were 2. That is like our core self or our soul, really. And it's a really incredible thing to tap into when you need direction in your life, right? Like, your own soul is your best guide. What could be a better guide for you than your very own soul? And when I do readings for people, I see it kind of in an odd, funny way. Like, I can sort of look at the span of time and who you were in your past life. So literally, like when I'm doing readings for people on this side of them, I see sort of their past and what their past lives are like. And I'm really interested in the themes that are running through your past lives. So looking at these bigger threads, like it's like looking at a tapestry and seeing the threads that are there. And then on this side of the person, I see like how those threads are moving forward in the future. And so the past and the future to me don't seem that tricky to look into. They're like, I'm a psychic, so it's not like, it's more like in the terms of symbolism or energy that I'm seeing. And I think a lot of people are super tuned into the challenges that they have. So that's one of the things that we can look at. Where are your blocks? What are your obstacles? But we often know that, like, we are over familiar with our blocks and our challenges. Y'all already know so much about what's wrong with you, and I think what's even more interesting is what's amazing about you. Like, if we're going to do soul work, let's talk about what's incredible about you, what's amazing. Like, where's your brilliance? What is your life purpose? What are your gifts? We really forget that. Like, we get tuned into the damage or the wound or the trauma, and we forget what's incredible and amazing about us. And that's really, I think, in a way more important, right? And for me, it's just an incredible experience to be able to feel people and to experience people on that level. I mean, I feel like every session I do is a little bit like Christmas morning, where you get this amazing present and you begin to unwrap it and really see someone at that level. It's like such an incredible gift for me, each reading that I do. I mean, I really think it's the coolest job ever. And I'm just like constantly amazed, constantly astounded by the beauty, the uniqueness, the incredible pattern of problems and challenges and karma that each person has. It's like, I just have the coolest job ever. I really think I do. And I mean, I also think it's really good to do soul work, when we don't know what to do, like when we're at a crossroads or we're at a transition in our life. Soul work can be super helpful. And your soul's talking to you all the time too, just so you know that. You don't always have to come to see somebody like me to have a conversation with your own soul. So your soul is talking to you all the time through your intuition. It really never talks to you through your mind. Your mind is like, the least connected part of you to your own soul. But through your heart, through your intuition, check your dreams. It's always going to show up and talk to you through your dreams. Through your gut, through that kind of like gut level feeling that you have in your daydreams. You can see the hand of your soul when you read your own journal, like you'll see it there. In all of your creative endeavors. So that's another place where your soul will sort of reveal itself to you, right? And you need to, I think, be a little quiet to hear it. So through prayer, through meditation, I often find the most soulful moments for me are like, you know, I'm walking the dog, I'm in the woods, I'm sitting on the beach, you know, staring at the waves with sort of nothing really on my mind. It's not like I often sit down and say, oh my God, right now I'm going to talk to my soul. I mean, we can do that through prayer and meditation, but it's when we are quiet and we are in the flow of our own energy, in the flow of our own self. Maybe like you'll feel it after a really fabulous workout or a great yoga class. Or just having fun, because our souls are fun. Our souls are play. Like the natural state of your soul is to be in play. And when you kind of get around people that are really ensouled, you'll find that they laugh a lot. You know, that's how I feel about my fellow teachers, and you know, in the energy medicine school, is when we have so much fun together and we're always laughing, and I see that as a hallmark. There's a particular quality of the laugh that comes out when you're really in your soul. And I just did my very first session of laughter yoga the other day. Thank you, Seni, for that. That was awesome. And I could feel the soul coming through laughter. So it's really in those moments of joy, and also sometimes in those super deep moments when, you know, that are very bittersweet. So when our hearts are really open, when things are really juicy, in those moments when you don't know if you're going to laugh or cry, like you could kind of go either way, those are what we call soulful moments, right? And the more I think we cultivate those moments and pay attention and live in them, the more our soul will speak to us. I think for a lot of people, there can be a conflict between their soul and their personality. So some people have a lot of congruency between their soul and their personality, and they're kind of almost the same, like there's not a big gap. And when we meet those people, we tend to say, oh, that person's so soulful, that we feel that essence about them. And when there's a big separation between the soul and the personality, we kind of will experience that person as, we say, oh, they don't have a soul, which of course isn't true, but our personality can harmonize and resonate and support our soul, or it can sort of block and move away from it. And I think that's quite painful if you're in that situation. And the personality part of us can sometimes be in resistance to our soul. So our soul doesn't really care about your comfort zone. Your personality is like really heavily invested in your comfort zone. Your personality wants a nice, cushy, comfortable, predictable, easy life. And your soul doesn't care. It really doesn't care about that. So your soul is more like, will sort of push your personality constantly outside your comfort zone. And I know you guys know this, it's true for me. Like I get 5 minutes in my comfort zone, and then suddenly I find myself on Facebook Live, you know, once a week, like a little bit outside my comfort zone. And then my soul's, you know, pushing me a little bit on that. And we can tell that's going on when you go outside your comfort zone and then you do something that's a little risky. You reveal a little bit about yourself. You do something soulful, right? You get up on stage on open mic night and you sing, or you write something and you post it and you publish it. These are soulful things, and when it's right in alignment, the personality will wiggle and fear and resist. But then afterwards, you're really proud of yourself. You know that's where your soul was shining through. And that's really, I think, what we want. And I think the more we allow our souls to shine through, like your soul has never been sick or wounded. It always loves you. It's always cheering you on. It never judge you. It's totally loving you unconditionally. And it's always moving you along this path, or this, I think our souls have a certain unique way they want to express themselves in the world. And we call that our life purpose, right? So if your life purpose isn't a job, it's like a way of being. It's a way of, of being your soul as much as you can. So like I have my office and I see clients, and, that's great. And you could take me out of my office, but you could put me in McDonald's flipping hamburgers and I'd still be putting my hands on people doing Reiki and talking to their dead grandmothers and coaching them, because I can't help it. It's not a job. It's who I am, and it's no matter where I was, that's what I'm going to do. So that's the beauty, I think, of really being connected to your soul. And from my experience of this, the more connected I am to my soul, sort of more fearlessly I jump into that river. This is what it feels like to me. The more my life unrolls in this really beautiful way that's full of synchronicities and full of magic and full of energy. And it's not that it's not hard work, because I work hard, and people who are really living their life purpose work hard, but there's like an energizing quality to it when you're really connected with your soul and living from that place. When you're letting your personality really drive, there's more like of an effort. You feel like you're paddling upstream. It takes your will, and as soon as you stop using your will, it's like arm wrestling, and as soon as we stop that, whatever we're doing kind of falls apart. But when we're in the flow of the soul, there's a different kind of effortlessness that goes with that. So I really hope that for you. What I really want for you guys is to all find a way for yourselves today to take that time to connect with that soul part of you, or to notice when it's up, to go laugh, to play, to be inspired, right? Inspiration is a pretty clear sign. And to see sort of what's right in front of you, to go back to who you were when you were 2 or 3 or 5 and see what you like to do then. And there's clues and hints all around us. So go like play with your soul today and have some fun, and let it fill you and nourish you and guide you. And I think that's all I've got for today. So thanks for joining me on Facebook Live. Always so fun to see you guys here. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.